How are you all doing? Everybody, a very, very checks the watch. Happy Tuesday to you. Gotta remember it's Tuesday because I'm going to try and tell people happy Monday, even though it's not. Monday's in the rearview mirror. Friday is still a ways in the distance. So very, very happy Tuesday to you. Good to see you. Life Below. This is one I was looking back at my emails, and the team at Player Found, who I want to thank for sending me a key for this game, said, hey, we still got the ski out here for you for this game called Life Below. And I looked at it, it's like, this could be an interesting game for this channel. It's a little bit of a twist on things that we would normally do here. It's build on Steam as a refreshing twist on the city building genre set beneath the waves, shaping thriving coral reefs, reviving collapsing ecosystems, and growing a living seascape with a heartfelt narrative by Rhianna Pratchett. So looks like it could be interesting. I'm not normally all that great at city builders, so if you're coming here looking for grade A, top-notch city builder content, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But if you're here looking for some normal Rusty Champagne fun, I think we're going to be able to have plenty of that. I'm pretty sure of it. So let's hop in and start saying hello to everybody we got here. Starting on the Twitch side, we got Charles and we got Salty Starfish, both over there. And on the YouTube side, we got Brian Pietrowski, we got Blessed Day Pam, we got Cody Daves, we got Alex Bryant, all over there. And for everybody else that we have out there watching and lurking, hi. Very, very happy Tuesday to you. Rivienne also here. How you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Let's hop in, shall we? Easy, balanced, and then challenge. Experience the full story with simple challenges. Hazards are mild and resources are abundant. The recommended way to play, and then extra difficult and more frequent challenges. Now, this is one of the things I was reading about when this game first came out, and they were saying that the hazards were really, really hard. But I think that in the time since then, I think that they've kind of done some moves to make that a little bit easier. So I think I'm going to try on balance mode and still, let's see, the Rusty Reef. Let's go with that. So I think I'm still going to go with balanced and see what we're going to have here. See what this is going to be like in the balance mode. Love it, Cryo. This Subnautica update looks funny. That's good. And King Awfular, how you doing? Great to see you as well. Thalassa, there you are. Adjusting to your new Guardian body, I hope. Feels very strange to not be a water sprite anymore. I have so many tentacles. Well, you showed great promise in your previous role, so I'm apparently that's the thing that's talking. I only wish we had more time to train you as a guardian. Alas, the reefs need our help urgently, and so you must learn the role. Okay. I have provided you with some water sprites to aid you in your endeavors. They will collect resources and help you maintain the reefs, as you once did. They know that I used to be one of them not so long ago. They do, and they tell me they're delighted to aid one of their own here in newfound guardianship. Well, that's good to know. Whether tentacled or finned, we're all in this together. Go, Joe. Cool. And let's see, Petra, David, Arthur Rompai, how you all doing? Happy Tuesday to all of you, except Petra, who's almost into the future, but not quite, on the way there. There's so much to do. I'm not sure I'm ready for this, Lady Gaia. We never know what we're capable of until we try, Thalassa. Okay, I guess so. Never fear, I will be watching you through the reef heart if you need me. I'll be there if you need me. Best tentacle forward now. Okay. So, yeah, this game, as I understand it, is kind of a city builder-ish kind of game. That's the way that they kind of put it on the paper. So it'll be interesting to see what we got here. Katie Cat, how you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. So first things we got to do, over on the left, we have to collect 50 coral matter. We have to collect 20 pearls. Use the reclaim sprite action to clear resource piles scattered around the reef hearts. Sprite actions direct water sprites to perform actions they do not perform automatically. Okay, so if we click on this, let's see what we got here. Okay, so these are resource piles, a pile of resources that can be collected by a water sprite. There are 25 pieces of coral matter in there, and we call over a water sprite to collect the scattered resources in this pile. Okay, so we're going to do reclaim action there. Okay. So I'm guessing one of my water sprites went and got all that. That seems to be the case. Yep, so those are my water sprites. They went and did all that. So we're just going to do this a couple of times. Seems like. And then sprite actions, open this is the sprite actions menu. This thing that was glowing down here in the bottom center. It's like, okay, well, this is glowing. This seems like it should be doing something. Oh, restore, reclaim, and harvest. So, okay, so we can choose to have them do one of three things. The only thing we know about right now is reclaim, so that's just them going and gathering stuff. Okay, got it. Then we gotta collect some pearls. Oh, there's pearls in here as too. Okay, I see. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. I think you can probably queue these up. You can. So you can have them... You can have more than one of them at a time going. Which I was not sure about that. Another thing I'm very thankful for in this game is that all the music in this game is 100% original. It was an original score that was written by the team at, I believe, Megapop. So that's kind of cool, not having to worry about anything with the music. That's always kind of nice. Use WSAD. Oh, shoot, my head's in the way again. So here we go. Use WSAD to pan the camera. Use the mouse wheel to go in and out. Just like that. Use Q and E to rotate the camera. Okay, just like that. There we go. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to build one sprout coral. Sprout corals generate coral matter over time. Open the build menu and place a sprout coral. Sprout corals can only be placed on the shown resource node. Water sprites automatically collect coral matter from sprout corals. Okay, so we've got this down here, build menu. One sprout coral. So they can only be placed on sprout nodes. They produce coral matter used for building new structures, produces 4 per hour, and has a small bump on the pH. Okay, so we're going to build one of those. It apparently goes, it's going to go, there's a place where this goes. Where do they show that this goes? It can only be placed on the shown resource node. Where is the shown resource node? I mean, I feel like that's the one they're talking about. Because it's glowing, but that's not it. Oh, it's up here. There we go. Got it. I see it. I see it. There we go. That works. So we're going to put one right on there. I believe we're... No, that's not... Or, oh, yeah, we did. So I can just keep on doing that. It seems... Okay, so sprout coral, we're going to keep on doing that. No, that didn't actually work. Or did it? Or is that me having them... Are they there and going and gathering all that separate of the coral? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, placed on the shown resource node. So... Shown resource node. I'm seeing... Those are all resource nodes there. And it's not glowing there. I mean, it is glowing on top of all those, so maybe we were able to do that. Possibly. And M-Scout, how you doing? Oh yeah, that worked. Okay, that worked. So we actually put them on top of there. It just wasn't... It was not necessarily clear that there was something on there. But that is actually the case. We did actually do that. That's good to know. Cool. Next up. Build 1 moon coral. Structures need energy to function. Okay, give energy to all structures. 3 structures remaining. Structures marked with a red lightning bolt symbol are outside the energy radius. Okay. Alright, so moon corals generate more energy and increase the range of active energy networks. Structures must be inside an energy radius to receive energy. Okay, so we've got an energy area that's very, very small. And then in order to get more energy, we've got to... Okay, so we just kind of go like that and expand that out. So it needs to be placed on a rock surface. Okay, so so these are the rock surfaces. And then that doesn't work because it's not rock. That's kind of sand. Okay. Best place to put this. Maybe kind of about here. We'll drop one there because it hits both of those nodes. Let's go with that. That works. So we've got that place. They'll go ahead and get that set up. So it's showing all the things that are needed to build it there. Okay. I see it. So it's a couple pearls. It's a bunch of coral matter. So they're in the process of putting all that in place I'm seeing here. Kind of working on it and kind of building it there. Kind of, sort of. I think they're thinking about it a lot. Are they still going? I think they're still going. They sure are thinking about it a lot. I don't know if they're actually building anything, but they sure are thinking about it. Or maybe, oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because I don't have enough, coral. That's what the problem is. I don't have enough coral, so we got to have them get the rest of it. So let's do this. Sprite actions, reclaim, because yeah, we don't have enough coral. Go ahead, get all that. I'm like, why have they stopped? And then I looked up in the upper top part of the screen. It shows that they don't have enough matter to do the last part of this. Now they can do that. There we go. Now that's working. Now I understand. Now we've got it. Alright, so they built that. Cool. That's going. Give energy to all structures. 2 structures remaining. Oh, so we got to do several of these. Okay, so this has no energy. Okay, so we got to build another one. Let's build one. I mean, the best way you can get it so where there's like not that much overlap. And have everything kind of be its own individual thing. That feels like it's a good way to go. So we're going to go ahead, do that. I am going to need to get some more resources here. So let's do that. Got some pearls there. So let's go ahead, get those pearls. And then, yeah, these now over here are automatically generating coral matter. So they'll go out there and occasionally get that coral matter that's there. And then that one is the one that we still got to get some power to. Right out there. So we'll do that part in just a bit. I think I am 5... Yeah, I'm 5, short. 5 coral matter short. At this point in time, which they should be gathering that in just a bit. See how much they're gathering here. Alright, so we got 13. I need 2 more to build one more energy thing out there. So yeah, go build 1 more moon coral. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there was a way to get all 3 of these at once. I wonder, can you move one of these once you built it? I don't know if there's a way to move one. It'd be interesting, because I'd like to take this one that I built and maybe move it to a different spot, but I'm not seeing anything that allows me to move it. So, and Kenta, how you doing? TI187, how you doing? Great to see both of you. Happy Tuesday to both of you. Oh, yeah, I don't see. So, disabled structures turned off, does not performance function, does not use energy. Okay. But I don't see any way to move it. It'd really be nice if I could move one. Because I'd like to put this in a slightly different place. I'd like to put it right over there. But I don't know if there's a way to do that. Let's see. Harvest, restore, reclaim. Select one or more structures to be restored by a water sprite. Bring the structure back to health at the cost of resources. Okay. Select one more harvestable materials. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'll just build another one. That might just be the way to go. So we'll build one more and put it kind of out there. Because I'm assuming we're going to eventually be building more structures anyway, and so we'll be giving more... be setting up more area here as in the energy network. I'll go with that. I'm thinking this will be okay. Alright, so that's got some energy. Or we'll soon have some energy there. Should. Yep. Alright, everything's now got energy. Cool. Next up, build a clam. Clams generate pearls over time. Okay, that works. Clams must be placed on rock tiles. Resources are generated per resource tick, which occurs every hour of in-game time. Okay. So one clam. So this is where it's going to be okay to do this anyway. And have... yeah, just have everything within... as long as it's within one of these energy areas, we're good. I do believe. So... and Petra, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful night. We will see you again very, very soon, I do hope. Okay, one clam. I guess I'll put it by the other clam. I mean, no reason not to. Just put it over there. Just drop a clam down. And those guys should go there. My water sprites should go over there and build it. Yeah, so they'll harvest stuff first, and then they'll go over there, and they'll do some building. Just like that. Alright, cool. So they're doing that part. You can speed things up, it looks like. There is a speed up function and a speed up even more function. Just so that way you don't have to wait too much for everything there. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is just go here, build and power sprout corals and clams to generate resources more efficiently. Okay, so we're just going to continue building more stuff. So more sprout corals can only be placed on sprout nodes. So we got to find another sprout node where we can place a sprout coral. Now that doesn't work. Okay, so that's not a resource node. You can't put it on top of clams. That doesn't work. So we would need to find another resource node out here somewhere to then put another sprout coral down. Okay. Not seeing any at the moment. Yeah, I'm not seeing any at all. There's something way out there. Just doing a real quick look around. Yeah, because, like, what is that? It says it produces... It says it produces some coral matter per hour, but you can't actually build something on there. Okay. Let's close this out. Let's take a bit of a look. See what we've got. I'm assuming that maybe they're saying in case we hadn't put down the sprouts on all the different areas, maybe that's what they're talking about. Let's see. Well springs. Node info, purity 67% of 100%, gives 2 sprite souls. Well springs are pools of magical power where sprite wells can be placed. Okay, so a sprite well can go there, which is something that we don't know about yet. We've not learned about one of those. Okay, so I'm just going to fast forward just a little bit. Let us collect the rest of the pearls that we need. To move everything forward just a smidge. Thankfully, they've got this fast forward function. Alright, cool. That's done. Let's see what they've got next here for us. What is the next thing they're talking about here? Or is there a next thing they're talking about here? If we take a look up here, reef view changes the game view to the reef view. Or changes the ocean view. Oh, cool. So you can get really up close and personal. So this is the... Oh, so it breaks everything up. It breaks everything up into hexes. Okay. Got it. So there's like hexes. All right. And then wildlife view changes the game view to the wildlife view. Oh, so you can see everything basically from the viewpoint of the... Let's see. Follow target rotation. Change angle. Look at the point of interest from a different angle. Okay. So we're just basically looking at a thing and follow a new point of interest. Oh. That's kind of cool, I guess. This is wildlife view. Here you can watch over your reef in a stress-free environment. You can move around by clicking structures. You use the buttons at the bottom of the action bar. Okay. I guess that's something. And then, let's see. From here... Oh, I guess we're good. I guess I was just waiting a little bit longer. You've been making great progress, Thalassa, but maybe it was unfair to ask you to do this alone. Well, what do you mean? Have I disappointed you in some way? No, not at all, but we all need guidance from time to time. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. Looks like the old man. The old man, the sprite guy. What do we got here? Looks very old and wise. This is Pontus, a former reef guardian who needs a fresh outlook on life and some new challenges. Well, I hope I won't prove too much of a challenge for him. Oh, I doubt that. There are a few things in these oceans that I have not dealt with. Despite what you may have heard, I can't be everywhere at once, and it is my hope that Pontus can offer guidance and support as you move into more uncertain waters. Okay. Cool. Let's see what we're working with here. Well, those tentacles could be cleaner for a start. This is not some dank puddle, you know. This is the great ocean. I'll try. I've been so busy, and I'm still getting used to them. No excuses. We must maintain standards. Gaia was right. You do need help. That's a typical guy. Ah, but I've shined the dullest of shells in my time, and I expect you will be no exception. I'm certain I will benefit from your wisdom. Exactly, that's just what you say, and you just brush him off and be like, yeah, whatever, he's a crazy old man. I'm sure you will have much to teach me. Well, quite right, yes, let us get started at once. Cool, alright, crazy old dude that we just rescued out of somewhere. What are we doing? Continue the Lost Spirit quest. And Katie, how you doing? I hope we're not destroying it. I'm hoping that we're fixing it. That's the plan here. But a very happy Tuesday to you. Okay, so the Lost Spirit quest. What do we got going on over here? This lost spirit of a decorator crab wants something shiny. Pearls would be the perfect gift to help them move on. Give 15 pearls to the lost spirit. Okay, and then it gives us a growth coral and an essence coral. Okay, so we gotta do some stuff there. So we're going to accept that quest. Have you seen a shiny thing around here? It was just what I needed to finish my shell decoration. Hey, did you take it? It's my shiny thing. I saw it first. I am not moving until I get my shiny thing back. Fascinating. You seem to be the lost spirit of some kind of collector. Possibly a decorator crab, yes? It's all rather hazy, to be honest. All I can think about are shiny things. All the shinies. My precious. If you once were, then you'd normally be collecting objects for camouflage, but you've taken a rather different approach. What can I say? I'm an artist until I die. I fear that literally may have been the case, my friend. Perhaps if we can find some new shiny things, you might consider moving on. Okay, so yeah, that works. So, I guess now... Oh, they're just going to take the pearls over to it. And there's nothing else we need to do. Big Steve, how you doing? Great to see ya. So, yeah, we're taking pearls just straight from the habitat and bringing them over. I'm trying to figure out what was like the normal way we were looking at everything. I think this was it. Yeah. So take a whole bunch of pearls over there. All right, that's done. Wait for the lost spirit to be guided to the reef heart. Okay, so then we're gonna bring this over. Come with us. Come with us to the reef heart. We have cookies. We can give you all the cookies you want. There it is. You've been guided to the Reef Heart. Claim your reward at the Reef Heart. Okay, here we go. What do we got? The Reef Heart. The Reef Heart is the heart of your colony. It provides the essential resources to begin building your reef. If the Reef Heart is destroyed, it will no longer sustain the reef, causing it... Well, we don't want that. Whatever happens, we don't want that to happen. Claim the Spirit's gifts. Growth Coral and Essence Coral. Cool. Sounds good. Shiny things. This is so kind of you. I can see you recognize the needs of a true shiny thing artist when you see one. Now, what is it that you needed me to do? I'm delighted that I could help you. Follow me to the Reef Heart, and we'll ensure that you and your shiny things will be part of this reef's energy forever. Sounds artistically satisfying to me. Lead on. Okay, so we've done that. Now we have to go ahead and build an Essence Coral and then a Growth Coral. Okay, so one Essence Coral. Let's work on that. Essence corals produce growth essence, which is used to sturdy growth. It produces 3 of that thing per hour. It's a new thing that we don't have. And it looks like it is okay to kind of put wherever. I don't know if there's a good or bad place to put one of these. So I'm just going to plop one down here. Because I don't know if it's any better or not. So we're just going to plop it down there. That'll work. And then I need a growth coral, which we have right here. Growth coral. The growth coral allows you to grow the knowledge of your reef. Each growth coral increases the study rate. Okay, so this is probably, I'm guessing, like a research kind of dealy bobber. Okay. You back. You made coffee for you and your colleague. You haven't missed much so far. We're in the process of setting up a couple of new things here. Setting up a couple of new coral types, but aside from that, nothing too big yet. And setting up one of those, which looks very, very slick. And again, as far as I can tell, there's no pro or con to placing this in one place or another. So just go ahead and drop that down there. Let's fast forward. Get that thing built. So, Radical Radish, how you doing? Very happy Tuesday to you. Okay. That's just about done. Cool. That's now done. So, next thing. To study your growth, open the growth menu and select the desired growth. You can begin studying without the required resources, but you will need the required biodiversity. All right, so we're going to study the crafter growth and build one crafter. Okay, sounds good. So, growth. And the only thing you're missing in the bottom left, the only thing that my head is covering is just like a thing that's like notifications to tell you if you finished a construction or something like that. So there's nothing down there that you're missing. All right, here we go. Growth lets you discover new corals and improve your reef. To study a growth, you need resources, but you can begin studying without having all the resources. Growth essence is always required. Oh, that's what those new things are. Stronger growths may require more advanced resources. Study your first growth, the crafter. It is essential. Okay. Sounds good. Crafter. Unlocks the crafter used to craft items. Each crafter allows crafting more items at the same time and extends the queue. Costs 50 growth essence, costs 10 pearls, costs 15 coral matter. Time is 30 seconds at 100% study rate. Okay. Sounds good. But we just got to get ourselves some growth essence to do that. Okay. So they'll take all that over in due time. Let's keep on fast forwarding, because this thing has to get the growth essence, which can then go over there. So let that roll a bit. Now, I wish there was a way that I could take this stuff over myself. I mean, they eventually get that stuff over there. Or I wonder if they're gathering it 5 at a time. That's probably what they're doing. They're gathering it maybe 5 at a time they're taking it over there, is my guess. Perhaps. That's what it looks like. It looks like they don't carry it over until you got 5 there. And up in the top, we've got 1. Yeah, and it shows how many we've got stored. And then when it gets above 5, then they'll go ahead and they'll start transferring it over just like that. Okay, so they gather them 3 at a time and then transfer them over when they've got 5. Got it. I'm understanding now. Now I see. Excellent. And then they'll do that for 30 seconds. And we're going to find out what the crafter is all about. We've studied a growth, our very first achievement over there in the bottom right. We have achievement in our midst. We've done a thing. It may not have been a big thing, but we've done a thing. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, build a crafter. After researching it, the crafter becomes available under the Utilities tab in the Build menu. Okay, so Utilities, 1 crafter. Crafter gives you access to crafting. Must be occupied by at least 1 water sprite to function, and it provides 1 crafting slot. Oh, so this is where we got to start using a water sprite. This is starting to feel like, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the game I played way back when. Oh, I can't think of it. But yeah, a game where you just, and a lot of games are like this, where you have workers that are out there that you can assign to buildings and whatnots. This same kind of a deal. Resource producers have an internal storage. If it fills up, they will stop functioning. Okay. So we must have, like, filled up on a particular resource there, I'm guessing. It was probably the one thing. Ah, and Chevy, how you doing? A very, very happy Tuesday to you. So what is this saying? Oh, is it saying that they are... Oh, it's saying that it's full. Okay, so that's not doing anything more because we've filled up there. I get it. So they would have to... I guess we don't have anyone to gather from that one necessarily, because everyone gathers from the other ones first. So can I do a reclaim action there? I can't. So they'll go out there, they'll gather all that. Just to keep that from being full the entire time. Okay, that's good. That works. So they'll get all that loose. And we'll continue on. So, Subnautica 3 looks beautiful. Is that and it's much... Oh shoot, the sprout coral was destroyed. Oh, doggone it. I wasn't thinking I was going to do that. Oh, that was the reclaim action. Okay, yeah, that's why that happened like that. Got it. Got it. So I guess I could go ahead and rebuild that. Now I understand what I did there. Yeah, sprout coral. Let's go ahead and rebuild the sprout coral. I probably did not mean to do what I did there. That's fine. I meant to just have them go and harvest it, not to reclaim it. So that works. Now I understand what I did there. Yeah, that icon means the internal storage is full. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, we know what we did. All is well. All is well. So now the next thing we gotta do, study the sprite well growth. Sprite wells provide sprite souls used to craft sprite eggs. Okay. Got it. Yeah, just a little, oops, just a little one. Just a small one. Okay, so study the sprite well growth. Okay, that's gonna be crafting radial. Crafting menu. So crafting menu. And we're going to do... this is crafting menu. Here you can craft different items on the base material menu. On the left, select a material. The recipe will appear with information about them. Oh, is this where I've got to assign somebody here first? Is this what we got to do? So, crafting. Must be occupied by at least 1 water sprite to function. Okay, so then how do I get a water sprite here to occupy it? That becomes the question. Yeah, because there's that. Did I miss something here? Crafting and luring. in each crafting. Items like lures and sprite eggs are crafted at the craft room, requires materials. This requires at least one water sprite to occupy the structure and perform the crafting. More water sprites up to a maximum of 3 can occupy a crafter, which will increase the crafting speed. Up to 5 crafting orders can be queued up. Okay. Sounds good. So, Angela Mazer, how you doing? Great to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Okay, so there's this. All right. So, going to crafting and trying to figure out how we craft. So, here you can craft different items on the base material menu on the left. Select a material. The recipe will appear with information about the item. Huh! So, the question becomes, the study the sprite well growth. Okay, so is it something I've got to study? Oh, I've got to study it first. Got it. I see what they're saying. Got to study it. Got it. Okay, so study the sprite well, and then we can make it. I understand. We can't make it until we know what it is. Perfect. I'm with it. Got it. Okay. So we'll go ahead, fast forward this a little bit more. Just a little. And now I see that this is full, so I want to go out here again. And I want to... Yeah, I don't want to reclaim. Call over a water sprite to reclaim the structure, removing it, recovering all the resources. Yeah, I don't want that. I just wanted to go ahead and, like, just get that one real quick. So, harvest. Select one or more harvestable materials to be harvested by a water sprite and stored. So, have someone harvest that. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll just get to that when they get to that. It may be that I've just got more things for everyone to do than can be done, so they just can't get to that, potentially. So, it is an interesting game. Trying to get the feel for it, see exactly how everything works here. It's a they call it like a city builder, but in the water. So it's like kind of rebuilding a reef system, basically. It's actually been out for a bit. It came out, like, I believe at the end of May. I'm pretty sure. But I didn't see the email about it until just here more recently. And yeah, let's fast forward. There we go. Is there a reason why they're not gathering? Oh, I know. They're not gathering it because I'm full there. That's why. They're not gathering it because I have all of the coral matter that I can use right now. That's why. Like, why are they not gathering any of it? But now I understand. So, do we eventually get aquatic life? I mean, the goal, as I understand it, is just like to build a big reef network. And kind of restore what we have down here, I'm guessing. But I don't know much more than that. So yeah, we're just building this entire reef network down here. We gotta build one sprite well. Okay, so now we can do this. So one sprite well, which can only be placed on well springs. They provide sprite souls, which can be used to craft sprite eggs. So we're going to put that on one of the places where one of these exists. We're going to put it... well, it's outside of an energy network, so we got to set up more energy. Okay, so we got to do that. Energy. I forget how we do the energy. Let's see. How did we do that? It was, the moon coral. Yeah, so we got to set up another moon coral here. And let's put it right about there. And then we'll put another moon coral over there, so that way we can get power to that. Just like that. Princess Carrie, a 3-stream streak. Thank you so much for that, Carrie. I really appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind of you, and a very happy Tuesday to you. Okay, so now this is in the network. So now we can go ahead here and build a sprite well and plop it down on top of that, because that is where sprite wells go, as I understand it. So one sprite well, we'll put one right down there. And then I'll probably at some point put one down there, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to hold off just a little bit until they get that. Oh, it's, yeah, until they get the energy network built over there. And then we'll go ahead and get a sprite well put over there as well. So in just a second. All right, so now we can pop a sprite well down there. Cool. And then that's going to give us like our sprite eggs or whatever it was. Yeah, sprite eggs, and then we can use those to start doing some crafting as I understand it. Give everything a little bit of a fast forward here. I'm assuming at some point we're going to get like more sprites and whatnot. I don't know when, but I'm assuming we will. Because right now I've got 4 water sprites that are really doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Like a ton of it. Craft 1 sprite egg. Sprite eggs, yep, there we go. Sprite eggs hatch into new water sprites. I figured we had to do something there. To craft a sprite egg, open the craft radial button in the crafting menu, select sprite soul and begin crafting. Okay, the sprite wells require energy in order for the sprite soul to show up in the crafting menu. Okay, so we have energy to them because these corals here provide the energy for those, so they're basically on the power grid. And so now if we go here, crafting radial, crafting menu, which is just C, sprite soul. Okay, here we go. This is what we gotta do. Crafting cost is 10 pearls in 1 sprite soul, which I think we've been gathering. I'm pretty sure. And then one of these is being crafted. Clicking on this spot will cancel the crafting order. A spot for crafting lures and other craftables. Okay. So that is getting ready to do a thing. So we are in the process of getting 1 sprite egg. If I know, there's a place somewhere, I'm guessing, where we can see the process of everything. Oh, right there. We can see what the process is. And I think we've done it. I think we have. Look at the state of this place. So empty, so lifeless. Pontus, we're working on it, man. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. We must do something about this immediately. Well, what do we need to do? Smart man. Life! That's what this reef needs. The hustle and bustle of aquatic fauna going about their daily tolls. And the denizens of the ocean are picky. They won't just wander onto a reef. They'll need to be lured. Well, how do we lure them? Well, you're lucky enough to be in the presence of the all oceans over 5 fathoms champion lure crafter. This guy is really full of himself. Gosh, I had no idea. We're really doing our best to patronize him. We'll need materials, and I can see some growing in the sand. A crafter and a few water sprites. And remember, the more diverse the life on a reef, the easier it is to expand. Okay, got it. Let's get crafting. Okay, cool. Study the anemone and algae coral growth. And then we got to build 2 anemones and 3 algae corals. Okay. Anemones house clownfish and Bangai cardinalfish. Then algae corals create algae, which feeds most wildlife. Overproduction can cause an algae bloom hazard, so you don't want that. That would be bad. That would be a bad thing. So wildlife need to be housed and fed, or they will leave your reef. Habitats and food must be built in the same zone they are lured into. Check their status in the zone overview, which is found at the top bar. Okay, zone overview. View housing statuses in your zones. Oh, so these are all the different things that we can do. Okay, but we don't know much of anything yet. Okay. Good to know. So we need to study the anemone and algae coral growth. Okay, so that's going to be study. Anemone and algae coral. Unlocks anemone, used to house clownfish. Yeah, I just read that. Okay. So 50 growth essence for one of those guys. Got it. We're on this. And did I get a... Oh, I did get 3 additional water sprites. So then, how do we turn those other ones into sprites, I wonder? I wonder. Because I see that it says 5 out of 7. Or maybe maybe that's what we have available, and then we would have to make a couple more sprite souls, I guess, in order to actually get the additional sprites. Perhaps. That might be it. So if I go back down here and go to crafting, I can craft a sprite soul. Yeah, let's do that. Because it sounds like I can get myself 2 additional sprites. From the way I understand it. So, if so, then I want to do that. Get more sprites out here doing some more things to help out. Ugh. Posture's good. I do believe. I'm nice and there. An anemone of my anemone is my friend mini. Oh my gosh. There we go. Kenta. Oh man. Oh, and the water sprites apparently have names, because I see in the bottom left here it says water sprite Elijah Coral hatched. So it seems like they've all got a name, which is absolutely hilarious that they would. All right, how are we looking? Down here. Yeah, and we got another one. Imogen Alenko has also hatched. That is great. Okay. So that is done. Now we can go ahead and build a couple anemones. Anemone. So, we're going here. Oh yeah, so this is habitats. So an anemone habitat can go here. Cool. I'm going to build one. We'll build one over here. That seems good. Just plop it there. Yeah, just kind of putting them in spots. Now we have our 7 of 7 water sprites. So we got 7 water sprites out here doing all their things. 5 of them are doing nothing. Because they're just kind of chilling. And we're full there. I'm assuming at some point we're going to be able to get more storage. I don't know when, but I'm assuming at some point we will. And then I need to build another one of those. So let's build another anemone habitat. And maybe I'll put it on the other side. We'll do that. And then 3 algae corals, which are going to create some algae. So let's do that. Algae coral. So algae coral produces algae, which serves as food for most species of wildlife. Producing too much algae can be dangerous. Yes. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put one there. Put one there. And maybe we'll put one, I don't know. Can I put it there? No, I can't. I can put it there. So let's put it there. Okay, sure. Sounds good. Roxanne Wolf, how you doing? Great to see you. Rick Trucking, how are you? Happy Tuesday to both of you. All right, and it looks like our energy is the total consumption and production of the energy network called Heartflow, connected directly to the Reef Heart. You can combine multiple networks and then combine them later. Okay, that's going to be something we'll find out more about later, I'm sure. Now, in this case, oh yeah, we are beyond the power, it looks like. So I guess I need more power. More power! Okay, so we probably need to build another power thing. Yeah, we've overused our power. Okay. So, 1 moon coral. Yeah, which produces 5 power. Okay, so we got to get more power in this joint. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe plop one kind of in the middle here. Just to kind of connect all that, possibly. Yeah, we'll do that. Put one there, see if that's going to help our power problems that we got. So, and Charles, take care of yourself. We will see you again very, very soon. I'm having a very nice morning. I really am. Everything is going good here. Slowly but surely learning about what we're doing here with this little reef we got going on. Let's see, next thing up, lures. Harvest 2 seagrass. They're the seagrass are the tufts of grass that grow naturally on the sand. So then we're going to craft 1 seagrass lure, and that's it. Okay, so we need to do that. I'm guessing that they're going to come over here and gather that. So harvest. Click on that to harvest that material. And then I could probably also harvest that. Can I go over here? Is there another one there? It's just a couple. And those look like they just kind of grow occasionally. Oh, what happened there? Resume. I didn't hit escape, so I don't know why that happened. That was weird. That being the case, maybe I should save the game. Let's save. Yeah, just in case. Resume. I don't want anything bad to happen. Alright, we've harvested a couple of seagrass. We're going to craft 1 seagrass lure. So C, a seagrass lure is here. So it's going to be 5 pearls and a seagrass. Seagrass lure attracts clownfish or Banggai cardinal fish to the zone. They live in anemones. We will get 10 wildlife with this lure. Okay, so go ahead and craft 1 of those. Okay. And that is all happening down here. Okay, so that's all happening. And then we're going to be able to go ahead and get ourselves some clownfish and stuff all up in this place. Alright, so then, to use lures, open the craft radial, then the lure storage, select a lure, and place it on any open tile to attract wildlife. Okay. Sounds good. So if I go down here, crafting radial, and lure storage is V. Got it. Cozy! It's a cozy raid. How's it going? All of the cozy watchers, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you, because you're most likely all in the future, or a lot of you probably are. Neon is here. How you doing, Neon? Great to see you. Cozy is here. Great to see you. We're here setting up a whole bunch of new stuff in the bottom of, I guess, the ocean. Setting up a new network of things. Tanya is here. Azzy is here. Great seeing ya. Still Tuesday. Oh, that's right. It's 8 more minutes until, and then you will be into the future. You're almost there. You're that close. That close. All right. 1 seagrass lure. So tier 1 lures, and then we're going to drop a seagrass lure. I'm just going to put it there. Seems like it's a good thing to do because we put the houses right there. So let's do that. Lure 20 wildlife. Craft and place down lures to attract wildlife. Have 5 total biodiversity. Luring any wildlife increases biodiversity. New species provide more. Okay. Biodiversity is consumed when studying growths and unlocking zones. Losing wildlife can reduce your biodiversity. This can enter you into biodiversity debt if it goes below 0. You don't want biodiversity debt. That's not a good thing. We're not about debt in this place. All right, so it looks like I've got to craft another lure, because each lure can bring in 10 wildlife. So we got to do 1 more lure to get up to the 20 they want for us. Okay, so we'll do that here. And if we look, got some clownfish. The very beginnings of our clownfish here. So yeah, we are getting some wildlife in this place. Just a little bit. Just a little bit there. And then I need to go ahead and place that lure, which is V, 1 seagrass lure. So click on it, and we'll put it down here again. Okay, that works. They brought the lure, and it's like, come over here to our anemone. We have the best anemones. We have the finest of all the anemones. Come on over. We have cookies. Come to the rusty side, where we have all the best of all the things. And let's see, harvest that. Harvest that. Because we'll need that later. I'm sure. I have no doubt that we will. And then harvest that. Because we'll need that later, I'm sure. I'd be surprised if we did not. So there's all that. Anemone, manees. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Why it keeps on going into the the pause menu. Because it's not me doing that. I did not hit a button to put me in there. Habitats, food, and wildlife are all exclusive to the zone that they are built or lured into. If you move and attract wildlife in another zone, make sure the required habitats and food are already built there. Got it. Anemone, do-do-do-do-do. Anemone, do-do-do-do. Anemone, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Pontus is now Pontus is saying this reef is getting a bit cramped. Hardly room to stretch my fins. I mean, now, he just had us do all this other stuff. So now we're here. We need to expand, which means strengthening the influence of the reef heart. So we can't just continue building outwards? Oh, by my scales, no. That would be like balancing a whale on a barnacle. Don't want to do that. It would stretch the reef heart's power too much and cause it to wither, and yes, we don't want that. First, we must strengthen the reef heart's influence. Only then can we safely expand. It sounds very, very complicated. Nonsense. It's extremely simple. You just need to study the evolved reef heart. That will strengthen the bond between the reef heart and the surrounding areas. This was covered in Chapter 340 of my expansive notes, Clause 5, Paragraph 7b. Yeah, missed that one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and study the evolved reef heart growth. Okay, so that's here. Holy cow. This opened up a lot more than it was before. Okay, so we've got a few more things. I had that before, and now we got more. Okay, evolved reef heart. Unlocks the ability to purchase Tier 1 zones and increase the reef heart's capabilities. Which costs 250 growth essence, 50 pearls, 100 coral matter, requires 5 biodiversity, 3 minutes time. Okay. Got that. That's all happening. Do we have a member command? I don't think we do. I mean, well, it should. I mean, it should. I didn't set up one specifically for this for this channel, so I think it's just got the generic one. So yeah, whatever is the one, I didn't set up like a member 2 for specifically for Rusty Champaign. I think we just got the member and that's it. So I got the tune. Yes, I did. Anemone do 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 do. Anemone do 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 do. I know that one. I know what you're talking about. I get it. All right, I've spent all my biodiversity to gain more, lure more wildlife. Okay. And that, okay, so that just shows what we're researching. Okay, so we got that. And all that is basically us. It all depends on that growth, getting the growth pearls here. I wonder if I do another essence coral, is that going to have any kind of negative effect? I don't know. We're going to try it. So I'm going to build another essence coral. Because right now we need a whole bunch of them. So let's put up another one right here. My pearls demand is now higher than you were storing. It might take a while before all structures are built. That's fine. I can build another clam while we're at it. So let's build another clam. Kind of put that out here. So get a clam out there. And then that should help things out a smidge. Because, yeah, the big issue we've got right now is just not having enough pearls. We're definitely short on pearls everywhere. Yeah, we've got lots of pearl needs. And unfortunately, it seems like it chooses what it wants to prioritize. And I don't know if there's a way to change that priority. I'd like to say to put them over there first. Maybe it puts them in the area where they're needed most, possibly. I don't know how it's picking it. Holly Rose, how you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. And a happy Wednesday to all of the people that have made their way into the future. Because we do have future people. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so let's see. Where are they putting... Yeah, it seems like they kind of aim at one thing first. Okay, so they've done that, so now hopefully they'll go up here and build the other clam. No, they're going to put it down here to build that. So maybe they do it in the order in which things were queued. That seems to be it, because I queued that up first, and then I queued that up second, and then I queued that up third. That's probably what we had there. That's probably it. So, a marshmallow for 100 joules. Thank you so much for that, Holly Rose. Very, very nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now we're out of power. Okay, that's a problem. No worries. So, we'll get a little bit more power in this place. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's do that. Let's slow this down a smidge. And build another moon coral. Set it up right about there. Okay, that'll work. Get us a little more power. Alright, so our power's a little bit further up. I might need to do a little bit more power. So let's maybe do another one, because I'm constantly bumping up against the limits. Yeah, we're still over, so let's do more power. Build another moon coral. Let's drop one right about there. Okay. And see how that's going to do. So, Cozy, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful sleep. And we'll see you again very, very soon. All right. Am I still over on power? Let's see. What does that say? I'm still over. Okay, I've way overbuilt. Okay, no problem. So we'll build another moon coral. Let's drop it right about here. Okay, that works. Maybe drop another one kind of over there. Okay, we'll put one there. All right. Just keep on improving our power needs here. And how are we looking now? Are we still over? Or are we getting better now, finally? Hopefully. We're still, like, kind of maxed out. I'm hoping that this is going to get a little bit better. Yeah, now it's a little bit better. It might still be worth it to build yet another one. So let's do that. But I've also at some point got to worry about... Yeah, so you can't overbuild coral, because if you do, then you get outside of a safe range. So we're 27.7. So we've got to make sure we don't get that to be too high. And then if we did, we'd have to find things that would bring, like, the temperature down. And it shows you, like, the things that you can build that will, like, bring the temperature up, bring the temperature down. So the best thing I can do here is put in another clam that will help bring the temperature down. So let's drop another clam there, maybe a couple of them. Help drop the temperature, but then it would also eat into our power. So... It's the power needs of an underground reef system. All the things that we're learning about here. Reef system meets power grid. Okay. And how are we looking there? I love the music, though. The music is very tranquil, very calm, very peaceful. Grey One Games, how you doing? Great to see you. It's basically, it's kind of a city builder underwater, is the way that it's built. So we're building a reef system underwater, but it's kind of in the same vein as a city builder, for the most part. That's kind of what we got. So, your 2 Pokemon slabs came in very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so how are we looking? How is it looking? I'm out of power again. I kind of figured that was going to be a problem. So, build Moon Coral. Keep on stretching out here. Oh no, it can only be built on the rocks. That's right, we can only build on the rocks. So it's gotta keep it to the extent of where the rocks are. That's right. I remember them saying that. So put one there, put one there, put one there, because that's where the rocks go. And then I think after that I'm outside of the network, so I've got I don't know if I can go any further than that. So that's probably as good as we can get with it. I'm glad I wasn't all that worried about trying to move that coral way back at the beginning, because now we've got them everywhere. So, they're both in Japanese. Nice! Very nice. That's awesome that you had a couple that came in as a 9.5 out of 10. That's really cool. Foxy Gamer! How you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. How's this doing? Man, we really need a lot more energy things there. But how much does one of those coral take up in terms of power? 10 power for an essence coral. And I don't know how we're looking in terms of, like... I wish that this had a number on it to say exactly where you were. It just shows that we're close to it, but it doesn't show, like, a number. Or maybe it does if I do that. It does. Cool. That's all I needed. So we're, like, we've got 115 and we're using 104. So I could build one more essence coral to give us a little bit more, yeah, because we need it for the research. So I'm going to build one more of these right there. Which should keep us within limits on our power. We're going to be right at the max. But we should be okay. Alright, so we're right at the max there. And then, let's go harvest a whole bunch of this as well. So this is kind of all over and can go grab all that. Oh, and I think that that prioritizes, like... Oh, maybe that's what that was. Like, prioritizing that particular thing. I probably could have done that when I was doing the building, is my guess. And Blender, how you doing? A very happy Tuesday to you. It's a very, very chill game. And very, very interesting to figure out. Oh, maybe that's like... maybe that will put someone on there permanently or something? Or is it... No, someone's going to be on their way to get that, I think. They just haven't gotten there yet. Potentially. Yeah, that must be to, like, make it a higher priority. That's what it looks like. That seems to be what that is. Alright, we're doing better there. We just got to get that down to... Get that down to 0, and then we can advance the plot here of the evolved reef heart. But we need a whole bunch of these growth essence in order to do that. And now we're getting a good number of those being produced here. So that's good. Just a little bit longer. Okay, there's that. So now it'll take a few minutes for that research to happen. It'll take a minute even at top speed. So this will work out nicely. If I take a look at other things that we could research in the meantime, let's take a look here. Or things I can craft. Let's go to the crafting radial, so craft... Oh, that's just lures. Okay, so I'm not really worried about lures. We're not going to do anything with that. So, yeah, because I don't have any place to build. I don't have any place to lure in more anemones and all that. So, or more clownfish. I would have to get more anemones built to do that, and I don't know, like, what does that say? Stable ecosystem. The amount that the shoreline gulf is developed determined by the amount of structures in the zone. At 10% developed, harvestable grass will start growing. At 90% developed, it becomes a stable ecosystem, preventing certain hazards from impacting and boosting structure resilience. Okay, so that leads me to believe I should be getting more stuff going in here. So let's do that. Let's go here. I'm going to craft another... I'm going to craft a couple more of these because I can't see a reason not to. So, yeah, let's craft that. I mean, that seems like it's good. So, yeah, we'll craft a few of these. Put a few more of them up. The thing I don't know is, like, at what point, like, how much food do those guys take? And does an anemone require power? That's the other thing I don't know. So we got to figure that part out. Lots here that we need to figure out. So we've studied the evolved reef heart. We can now evolve the reef heart. The reef heart has been evolved. Look at it go. There it is. Cool. We have an evolved reef heart. I feel better already. Excellent. So next thing we've got, study the storage coral growth. Oh, that's what I thought we needed, was something to do some storage. That's kind of where I thought we were. Storage corals have two main functions. The first is to increase the global storage, and the second is to be a resource drop-off and pickup location. This means you will not have to haul resources back to the reef heart if a storage coral has been placed closer to the resource producer. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. Because then I could put a storage coral right over there for all of our pearls. And I could put another one over there for all of our that stuff, the coral matter. That would make a lot of sense now. So, research the storage coral is what they want. Costs 100 growth essence, costs 20 pearls, costs 30 coral matter, requires 1 biodiversity. I think I have all that. Gamer Sue, how you doing? Happy Tuesday to ya. Unlocks the storage coral, which increases... Yep, we already read that. So, storage coral. Do I not have... Oh, did I use up all my biodiversity? Is that what it is? I used up all my biodiversity. Okay, so that's where we are now. I can't do it because I don't have the biodiversity. Got it. So that's now where we gotta put these anemones out. So let's do that. Anemone. So I've got some seagrass lures. Let's put these out over here. So maybe I'll put them over here. Let's do that. So there. Oh, seagrass lures. Is there a reason that's not working? Oh, because I don't have the... I've got to build those first. I got to get the anemones first. Okay. Cart before the horse. Got to build the anemone first, which takes up 3 power. Oh, but we got plenty of power because we upgraded the reef heart. Okay, so we're good on power. No problem there. So anemones, let's build some right over here around this coral. Let's do that. So there. Let's put a few there. Okay. And then we can put a few lures out. So let's do that. Once I got one of those built. Those meetings that make you miss the life. Those darn people at work. Why they gotta be like that? Making you work at work. That is so rude. Okay. Now, we're going to put down the lure. Because I can. Because we have a place where we can lure everybody. Or maybe not. Maybe that has to go... I mean, I put that there before. Is there a reason why it's not putting that down? Seagrass lure. Oh, I had to click on the picture of the lure. That's why. I just had to pick... Yeah, click on that. So, lure, 3 lures. Could retire and become a professional live watcher? Hey, if you can make money doing that. I don't know how well it pays, but if it pays well, go for it. I just don't know how well it pays. That's the only thing. Okay, and these anemones, they hold 10 wildlife each. Okay, and these lures lure in 10 wildlife each. Okay, so that's that. Shoreline Gulf, we're almost running out of algae to feed the fish. Oh, got to get more algae. Okay, so we got to do that. Build menu. And then go here in algae coral. So we've got to do this. So let's get another algae coral going, but we don't want to build too many, because if we do, that could be potentially bad. So let's put one there. Let's put one there. Okay, but we don't want to overgrow. As your reef grows, it becomes harder to track every zone. Open the zone overview panel to monitor zone conditions, housing status, algae levels, and wildlife conditions. Okay. So if we look there, so this is showing us current algae amount, how much algae is currently produced in Shoreline Gulf. This indicator will stabilize over time. Okay, so that is showing, oh, so how much is being produced, because, so yeah, if you go too far over, then it becomes a problem. Okay, so we seem like we're okay at this point. I hope that will be okay. So this shows how much we can actually, how many fish we can have in an area. So we're not anywhere near overcrowded. There we're okay. It's 30 degrees in your kitchen today with no AC. That is no good. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. That is no good at all. No good. No good whatsoever. Oh, and we got a couple of these guys. We housed a couple of these. The cardinal fish. Where are they at? I want to see them. Where are my cardinal fish at? There they are. There's a couple of them. Right there. They're just chilling. Hanging out with all the clownfish. Doing their thing. So, did I actually get the storage coral? Oh, I don't think I did. That's right. I couldn't do that because I didn't have the biodiversity. So that's why that couldn't happen, because I did not have the biodiversity. And you cannot start a research if you do not have the biodiversity. You can start the research if you don't have the other stuff. But if you're missing the biodiversity, you cannot start a research. They did say that. It's supposed to get harder. Yeah, I've been hearing all the stuff about the heat there. Like in France, they were saying that the heat was really ridiculously high as well. That is so crazy to see the temperatures as high as they are right there. Because that just is not, that is so out of the ordinary for stuff like that to happen. So I guess, I mean, the best you can do to stay cool, which there may not be a great way to do that, but I mean, the best you can. All right. That's done. Now we're going to go ahead and build a storage coral. So, storage. One storage coral increases global storage capacity for resources and serves as a universal drop-off and pickup point for water sprites. So, increases our storage of matter by 100, pearls by 50, the growth essence by 50, the something by 15, and something else by 10. Things that we don't know about, but it's got a lot of upkeep. There's a lot of upkeep to one of these things. A lot of power needs for this, and it looks like it has to be built on a rock. Yeah, so it needs to be built on the rocks. And it can't overlap with a different structure. Okay, so we'll build it. Oh, let's put it right there. That works. That'll be fine. Oh, and if we look here, this will show us everything here. Oh, cool. This shows us everything from this side as well. So, yeah, we've got... So, showing the algae. All right. And then special food for other habitats, which we don't have. So we don't have any sea turtles or octopi or seahorses or crabs, which would require their own special food. So we have enough algae, it seems like, to feed all of the fish we have here, which is indicated, I believe, by that 50 that we have there. So I'm guessing that means we're good. I'm guessing, but I don't know. And I'm guessing if I was to put up another anemone, that number would probably go down, just for the fun of it. I'm going to try that. So we're going to build another anemone. 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 So yeah, we're going to try another one of these and see what's going to happen here. If I do this and build another one of you guys. And then if I lure more fish here, what's going to happen? So we're gonna try this out. Okay, so let's go ahead and lure, because I've got some more lures. I think I made some more lures here. Or did I? Oh, I didn't make any. Okay, so I gotta make one more lure. Let's do that. I thought I'd done that. So yeah, let's try that out. Okay, so now, if I go into my lures and put down that lure, click it. Gonna lure some more fish in here, just a few. And I'm gonna see if that algae number in the upper left drops. It does. So as we bring in more fish, it drops down the number. Okay, got it. Okay, so it's good to know how that works. All right, so yeah, that dropped to 40 as I expected it to do. Cool. And we lured with that 10 more clownfish. Okay, so yeah, we've got those. Oh, that's cool, because you can see that, and there's like all the different wildlife that you can lure. Okay. And all the different flora that we have found, and then different characters that we have talked to. In different structures that we have put up. There's 57 different structures in this game. So, okay. And Alyssa Boyd, how you doing? Great to see you. A very, very happy Tuesday to you. Okay, cool. So then, next thing, own one zone. Click inside the border of a locked zone to open the zone panel and unlock it, and then develop 2 zones to 20% development. And if your structures have taken damage, you can heal them by using the restore action. The restore action can be found in the sprite action bar or in the structures info panel. Have any of my structures taken damage? I don't think they have. So I think I'm okay, but I don't know. Now, let's see. If we take a look here, they said there's like an ocean view. So yeah, if we look here, these are all of the neighboring panels, I believe. Then that would be 25 pearls, 5 biodiversity. They're all 5 biodiversity, which I don't have. All of them are. Huh. So I guess I got to get some more biodiversity all up in this place. So let's check it. How much do I have? How much am I sitting at? I have 4. Doggone it. Oh, because yeah, so I got to get more. Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead and get ourselves more biodiversity here. Let's work on that. Okay, so then we're going to build yet another anemone, but that means I'm going to need a little bit more power. Oh boy, okay. So build another anemone. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to probably need a little more power here, seems like. So we're going to put up another moon coral. Got moon corals everywhere. Where can I put a moon coral? I'll put a moon coral right about there. Okay, so that will take care of that. Do I have one more lure by any chance? Do I have a lure? Did I get one more lure? I don't have any lures because I don't have any in storage. All right, so one more seagrass lure. Because I got to get one more biodiversity to even get myself into another space. That's kind of where we are right now, at this point. Okay, so then, let's go back into here. Oh, we're still making the lure? We've just about got it. All right, now we have it, so now we can go here. You've been walking around with a fan attached to you. That's the best you can do at times. That's all you can ask for. I need to get a fan for my office, too. It tends to get warm up in here as the day goes on. Even if you have AC on in here, it tends to get a little bit toasty in here, so that's something I should probably look into at some point. Make my way over to Costco or whatnot. All right, there we go. Now I've got my 5 biodiversity. And now we can get into a new area. So then the question becomes, in these new areas that we've got, let's take a look. So this one is the rocky area. So it's the temperature is a little, I mean, it's pretty good, but the pH is a bit high. This alkaline area has valuable resources covered by boulders. Wildlife is close to starvation in the Gulf. Oh, okay, we don't want that. Let's go back here and take a look, because I don't want that to happen. So how are we looking? If I go down here, says that our algae is still at 30, so I feel like I'm okay. They're almost running out of algae to feed the fish. Well, we still got more, don't we? Do we not? I mean, I guess I can put up another one, but I feel like we're good there. Yeah, I mean, we got 30. I mean, well, I guess I'll build another one. Okay. It's odd that they're saying that, because I see that we have a lot there, but I'll build another algae coral. I'll do this. Drop another one there for them. Okay. Gotta make sure everybody has food. So we will do that, plop that down. So then, while that's going on, now we can go back here. Take a look at the other areas we can get. So again, that one is, pH is a little high. That one, the temperature is very high. Temperate and gentle biome that reminds you of home with a garden that needs frequent tending to. And it's got coral matter, sprite souls, hydrothermal vents. An estimate of how much energy you could extract from hydrothermal vents in this zone. This zone has 0 hydrothermal vents. Okay. And then, if we look here, like, which of these has a lot of resources? This one has a ton of resources. This one has the hydrothermal vents. It's cold. The frigid biome, where you might find things frozen in ice. Arctic energy gives increased energy output, but with a reduced range. Melting the ice uncovers more resources. Huh. A hot and fiery biome where lava flows and thermal vents can be found. Volcanic unrest causes this zone's resource producers to work faster. All structures have reduced health and are more susceptible to hazards. Oh, I don't know what I want to go with. Maybe I'll go with this one. Because it's got a lot of resources in it. I'm going to do that. Go with the Boulder Delta. Let's do that one. That's more like it. A little space at last. Breathe in that H2O. And we got another achievement for it. Unlocking a new zone. The change of scenery is certainly nice, but what should we do here? The world is our oyster. We could harness the resources here and build new corals in all this free space, but there's also an opportunity to attract some new creatures, liven this place up a little. You see, this area's native flora is very different, which means the lures crafted from them will attract new fish. Then we'll have something else for the clownfish to bother with their chit-chat. I'm quite fond of the clownfish, actually, but there doesn't seem to be any grass around here. All in good time, young one. Seagrass is picky. It won't start growing in this until this area has been reinvigorated a little. Set up some corals and build a base, and before you know it, we'll be up to our gills in seagrass. All right, let's get to it then. Time to make some new friends. Cool. I guess we're going to go over here then. Now, I think we just kind of, if we switch from one area to the other, like if I move up here. So Reef View, or your current view where all actions take place. Ocean View offers a broader overview of your reef, and it's especially useful for managing larger reefs. A Stress View to observe your wildlife. Okay, so there's that. Got it. So then we're going to go up this way because we have this available to us now. So here in Boulder Delta, we're going to go ahead. Yeah, the pH is a bit high. Yeah, it's definitely a bit high because they say the safe range is 8.1 to 8.49. So then we'll go ahead and start in here with, I guess we start with a little bit of, like, where are the resources at? Let's take a look. Are they underneath that wreckage? Well, there's that. So, well, first we gotta start by setting up some power, it looks like. So let's do that. Let's build ourselves some power. So moon corals. Where can I put a moon coral here? I can put one there. All right, so there's not a lot of places here to put some. So we'll put one there. We'll put one here because I got a resource there, it looks like. And what other stuff do we have? I mean, right now it's hard to tell what else we got. And there's not a lot of places around here to potentially get too many resources. So I'll start with that. And we'll see what we're going to get here. I also feel like I need another storage coral because I've got a storage there. Oh yeah, but the energy consumption is so high. That's where I've got to build more power in order to do that. So that's kind of where we are. Maybe I should have built into that one. Oh. Moon coral is losing health. Oh, because of that. So the question is, how do I go about knocking that down? So, yeah, there we go. Boulder Delta is too alkaline. Yes, it is. I agree with you. How do I reduce the pH? Sprite wells. Okay, so I can get the Sprite well there in just a second. So once I get to the point where we have that power there, then we can go ahead and build the Sprite well. So, and then we can heal. Oh, I see. I can restore that. I need to balance the pH value in the zone before we can restore. All right, well, that's a bit of a challenge. So, okay, let's go ahead, build a Sprite well. I might be doing all this for nothing, but we're going to find out. So, yeah, because this is all slowly falling apart. So then the question becomes, how do we... Yeah, so it's not even letting me do that action. Yeah, the restore action. I need to balance the pH value in the zone before I can restore. Okay, good to know. So, Fisher Plays Games, how you doing? Great to see you. So then how, when we're in one zone, how do we go about getting the pH down in another area? That becomes the question. What's the best way to do that? Yeah, because I can't heal this because I don't have a way currently. Well, can I just go ahead and reclaim it? I'm just going to go ahead and reclaim it for now. And then go ahead and reclaim that for now. Because at this point, I can't do anything with those, and they're not connected to the network anyway, so that's kind of pointless trying to do that. So that is not the answer at this point. So then the question becomes, in this area that I have acquired that has too much alkalinity to it, how do I fix that? What is the easiest way to go about changing that? And the answer is, I've got to figure that out. So let's see. The health structures, and yeah, I know. I've taken them all down. They're all gone. Yeah, because everything in here is... Yeah, use the move sprite action to move the boulders. Oh, okay, so... I haven't studied the move action growth. Okay, so... We can look at doing something there. Okay, so let's try that. Growth menu, or no, yeah, growth menu. And then we're going to... Let's see, what do we got here? Acid coral. Oh, this will help. Unlocks the acid coral, which decreases the pH value of the zone it's placed in. Ah, got it. But I don't have any biodiversity. Shoot. Ah! It's all a thing. Okay. And I don't know the move sprite action on top of that. So I can't do anything there. That's not going to be a thing. So I've got to get more biodiversity. Okay. Lives in the house that Jack built. Got it. Got it. So we'll go ahead and build yet another anemone here. So let's do that. One more anemone. For even more clownfish. So we keep on dropping these guys down here. Okay, that'll work. And then I need to get another lure. So let's get another lure. So that way I can get my one biodiversity that I need right up there, because I have no biodiversity. And without the biodiversity, I can't research. Let's fast forward this a smidge. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and I don't have power. Okay, shoot. All right, that's a problem. Just a little one. So we got to get more power going in this joint. So let's do that. Build more power. It's over 9,000. I guess I'll put one like here. Okay. And then we'll build one. Oh, there's not really any other places around here on this main rock where we need power. Guess I can put one there. So we'll do that. Drop a couple power in place. Go ahead, close that up for now. All right, power is barely good. It's not great, but it's barely good. Then crafting, lure, one more seagrass lure, give me one biodiversity, big bucks, no whammies, stop. I just need to get one biodiversity. That's all we need, just a one. Just a one. And then we can go ahead and do that one acid coral. Cool. That's all I needed. One biodiversity. So now we can go here and we're going to go growth acid coral because we need acid corals for that new area that is too alkaline. So let's do that. Learn about that. So then I'm hoping I can just drop one like right here on the edge. That's the hope, because I've got power there. So I'm hoping that it'll just the power will transfer over from there to there. That's the hope, and start knocking that number down. We'll see how that goes. I might be doing a thing here, but I don't know if I am. We shall see. Alright, so now we know an acid coral. This is good. So let's try building one of those, and again, we're going to build it just on the opposite side here. Can I? Needs to be placed on a rock surface. Oh, well, shoot. And it's outside of the energy network, so that doesn't help. Okay. I guess that still counts? Yeah, it still says that's part of the delta. So I'm gonna try putting it there. We're gonna see if that works, and we're gonna see if that helps knock that number down over there. It might. Possibly. Wayne Wise, how you doing? Great to see you. And a very happy Tuesday to you. So is that going to have a good effect in both places? Is that going to help out there? Gonna find out. Let's see if that is going to do what I hope it will do. And the answer is... no. It doesn't help. It helps there. Or it helps here, but not there. So if we look here, yeah, so we've knocked the pH value down here quite nicely. But unfortunately up here, it doesn't help. So that's kind of troublesome, because then the question becomes, how do I go about getting anything in terms of power over to there? Is this considered part of my area? Can I build a moon coral there? I can't, because I don't own that. And that's not even part of that area, is it? No, that's not. That's part of the desiccated reef. So I've got to get power somewhere over to an area where I can build an acid coral. Because if I put it there, it's not going to work. So the only thing I can hope is that if I put up a couple acid corals, and then maybe put up the power, then it'll all work at the same time. Perhaps if I do this, if I put one of those up, and then put one of those up, and then put in some power there, maybe then it can work. But maybe I've got to build the corals first, and then I can put up a moon coral, and then it can provide the power to those corals. That's the only thing I can figure here. And the moon coral that I put up will take a little bit of damage until the acid corals can kick in. This is a what came first, the chicken or the egg kind of thing here. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Because, yeah, this by itself will do nothing. Because it will have no power to it. But we'll at least have them built, and then we can get some power in there, which will then automatically make those trigger. I do think. I think that's what we're going to have here. So, yeah, because we have no power. But I think what I can do is then I can build the moon coral in there to give it the power that it needs. And then from there, it should work. So we're going to build the moon corals. Everything's just going to take a little bit of damage in the meantime. So yeah, right now it's not attached to power. Now it's got some power. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get some power there. Get some power there. Get some power there. Get some power there. Okay, so... oh, shoot. Did I build one? I built that and I didn't put it... that one isn't actually providing any power. Shoot. Oh, doggone it. Okay, so... I didn't build that close enough. All right, so that's not in the... it's not in the network. Okay, I'm just going to build moon corals everywhere. Just lots and lots of moon corals. That's fine. I was just a little bit outside there. Alright, so one more there. Okay, so now everything's good. Now it's all good. The temperature's a bit too high, so we will have to fix that up in a bit. Now we can go ahead, restore this, restore this, restore that. So now everything can be restored. That'll work. So now we're better there. That's good. We've done some things here. So, Kells, how you doing? Queen says Jojo, how you doing? Happy Tuesday to both of you. Good to see ya. Okay, so that's good. We've done a thing there. Now we can go ahead and there's a spot here where we can build a sprout coral, I believe. Yeah, that can go there. So we can start getting that. It's going to raise the pH just a smidge, but not too badly. Just a little. Just a little bit. And then from there, I think I should be able to get over to this. Like, I think I should be able to build, because this is all still part of the network. So I'm going to try going over here and building another moon coral here. Yeah, we can do that. So we'll get that, get a moon coral there. Okay. Let's get some power over there. So this is all like not at all connected. But it's providing power to the things around it. Or the things closest to it. Okay. At some point, I do need to get more sprites. So I've got to get more. I've got to get more sprite souls going here, because I'm at the point now where 7 water sprites is not enough for everything we got happening. But I think this sprite well is going to be able to help me out with that. Okay, so let's go here and build another sprite well. It's not letting me do that. Overlapping with a different structure. Is it the... What's it overlapping with? Are there 2 things on there at the same time? Is that something else? Is that not a sprite well? What is that? Is that a... That might be a different thing. That might not be a sprite well. Huh. I don't know what that is. What do we got there? I mean, it's not a sprout. I don't know what that is. Susie Lou! How you doing? Mwah! Okay, so that's not actually... I mean, it looks like it should be a sprite well. I mean, that's the same as these. As far as I can tell, that's a sprite well. Maybe it's not. Maybe it isn't. And that provides one of those. Okay. So I did that, and I did that. But I don't think we have any more of those. So I think that's just kind of maxed out, because we do, that was like a one-time thing on that. Yeah, it provided 1 sprite soul, so that's how we got up to the 7. And there's all my sprite souls. Okay, so that just shows me that just shows me all of them. Okay, cool. So with this being the case, can I somehow speed this up a bit? How much coral matter this thing produces, and it's not doing a lot. So status uncomfortable. Probably because I still need a little bit more algae in here. No, it's because everything's too hot. I gotta cool it off. So that's the trouble, is that now we've gotten to the point where we're too hot. Okay, so then I've got to get to the point where we can cool everything off a bit. Okay. And in order to do that, we need to know a chill coral. But it means I need 1 more biodiversity again. It all comes back to that. So now we got to go back down here, repeat this process, once more. So let's go here and build another anemone. So one more anemone here, which I can do with no problem. We'll build it right over here. That'll work. Let's put it right over. Let's put one over here. Let's plop one over there. That works. Plop one there. And then I also need to craft another lure. Might as well just craft a whole bunch of lures. Instead of crafting them one at a time, craft a whole bunch and just go with that. Okay. All right, that's good. Now we'll go here. And we're going to drop that lure again. So another seagrass lure. Hoping to just get one more biodiversity so I can make learn a chill coral. And put that up there in that new area where we are. Because everything's a little bit toasty up there. Just a little toasty. There we go. One biodiversity. Right about there. So then we'll go here, learn what a chill coral is. Make everything up in that other area a little bit cooler. They're going to probably want me to make another algae coral around here, I'm guessing. They're going to probably tell me that we've got a need for that. So let's build another algae coral here. Drop it right about there. Yep. I knew they were going to say that we're almost running out of algae. So we'll go ahead, build another algae coral. Or algae, whatever it was. Put one of those in place. And... Alright, so we'll let that roll. So yeah, Retro Rewind is going to be on the Rusty Champaign channel. That'll be in an hour and 8 minutes at 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time. We will have that coming up then. Okay, Chill Coral is just about done researching. That is now done. Okay, so now we can go ahead here, build a chill coral in this area because everything's a bit toasty. So let's do that. And wow, those have a big effect. They drop at 2 degrees. Holy cow. That's a big, definitely a massive effect there. So that'll make everything nice there for sure. And that'll help that out because that is feeling a little bit toasty. And getting some storage out here would probably be a good idea as well. It's just so that way these guys don't have to keep on running all the way back for all of the... I should get a couple of clams out here and then also... There we go. That now everything here is much nicer. So let's also put up a couple of clams out here. And then I've got this thing here so I can get a storage here. But we also need some more power out here. Gosh, there's like so little places to actually build any power here. And what is this? Oh, that's what it is. So we've got to use the move sprite action to move the boulders. I haven't studied the move action growth. That takes me back to that. So what's the move action? Is there anything... So unlocks the fish hollow. Used to unlock basic fish. The move action growth. I figured they would have said something about that. But I'm not seeing anything about that. So... yeah. Study the move action growth. Okay. So... Is there a move action? It must be like it's something further out. Like we've got to study. There's things that we're going to have to study in order to get there, I'm guessing. Like I just have not gone far enough up a chain to do that. So, yeah, that's probably what we've got going on. So what can I study? Unlocks evolved anemone and improved anemone. Used to house more clownfish and that. Build over anemones to absorb them. Okay. Unlocks the fish hollow. Used to house basic fish. I mean, that might be good. I'm trying to figure out where we should go in terms of research. Like, what would be a good thing to do? So, maybe I go with that. I don't know. Let's try that. I mean, what do we got to lose? Unlock the fish hollow. Used to house basic fish. Give that a try. But that means I need yet one more diversity. So, and then that means I need even more power. So let's do that. So, moon coral. And eventually I'm going to need to put a chill coral up here too, because it's getting a little bit hot. So maybe I'll put a chill coral up here. Because, yeah, we're almost at the point where it's getting to be too hot here. So, one chill coral. We'll do that. Plop one of those right down in here. Anywhere shall do. We'll put it right about there. And then I also will need some more power. So let's get some more power here. Moon corals. All right, moon corals, yeah, generate energy in a radius, overlapping ranges. Okay, so structures must be, okay. Yeah, we just need power and power and power. Lots and lots and lots of power. So we'll just keep on going with that. Just power all over the place. Drop some power there. Do I own that one? I don't own that one. I'm hoping eventually we're going to learn something that gets us better power than this. Because these things are not very efficient in terms of their power production. They're a little bit subpar in terms of what they do for power. So hopefully we'll get better than that soon. All right, so there's that. All right, so temperature is still okay. And then... all right, so we're good there. Everything's good there. We got plenty of power. Because, again, storage takes up 16 power to use. That's the other thing. Because, like, I could go in here and I could build another storage coral, but it's 16 power to run the thing. It's just, it is so much, and that's not good. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. And... yeah, like, if I wanted to set up another storage here, that wouldn't really do me any good. Because, again, it's so much power involved to it. So let's do this one research. Let's go here. Growth. Fish hollow. Let's try that. Oh, but then I need the biodiversity. That's how this all started. It got me there. So this is how it all began. So now I can go back here. Build another anemone. Just like that. Maybe even a couple. You know, build a couple more anemones. And then I'll need to build another algae thing. So that way they've all got food to eat. So we'll build another algae coral. Drop that right there. Okay, so that'll work. So, Hoppity Shotgun, how you doing? A very, very happy Tuesday to you. We're doing good here. We're just in the process of building this giant, we're trying to get a giant reef going. And trying to balance all the different things that are involved with it. Because there's a lot to balance. A lot to figure out with all this stuff. Okay, so now I need to go ahead and drop down those lures. because I have a couple of lures left. So let's get a lure. Let's get another lure. Okay. So we'll get even more fish here. Hopefully give me a couple more biodiversity. So that way we can do more stuff. All right, there's one biodiversity, so that's nice. And there's another one. Okay, so that's good. Have 100 clownfish in the same zone. I didn't even realize that was going to be an achievement, but it is. Excellent. So now I'm going to go here and try Fish Hollow, because I feel like that's the only direction I can really go. So let's do this. Unlocks the Fish Hollow, used to house basic fish. Okay, so we're going to try that. See what that's going to be all about. I don't know if it's going to get me anything, but I'm going to try it. Because it can't hurt. And at this point in time, I don't have anything else I can use my research on, so we'll try that out. Give it a whirl. Okay, so now, if we look here... So, houses all basic fish attracted with tier 1 lures except for clownfish and Bangai cardinalfish. So, then the question becomes, if I do this, let's see. So, does this stuff... So that's a seagrass lure. Okay, so then if I go back and look, so let's go into here, crafting a seagrass lure. Okay, let's actually go back here and get some more of this. See if I'm understanding this correctly. Because the thing I don't know is what exactly this is going to do. I think I know what it's going to do, but I want to make sure I know what this is going to do. So let's take a look at this. If I go here, crafting... Oh, that just does that. So that doesn't do anything other than seagrass. That's all it is. So I can't get anything in terms of basic fish with that. Okay, that's fine. That's all I wanted to check, is to see whether or not, like, because if I build this, I should not be able to get anything with it, and I don't have anything that can lure any kind of those kind of fish. Yeah, houses all basic fish attracted with tier 1 lures except for clownfish and Bangai cardinalfish. So building one of those at this point seems like it does me no good, because all I can lure is clownfish and Bangai cardinalfish. So that's about all I can do. There. So with that being the case, and with me not knowing the move action, what else can I do here? I mean, I guess I can get some things out here, possibly. Like I can start getting some fish out here. So let's do this. We're gonna go out here and build some anemone areas out here. So I'll build a couple of those out here. I also need to get some algae out here as well for them. So we're going to do all that. And again, if I could get storage out here, I would. But again, it's just the cost of the storage is like so much. And there's like nowhere out here to actually put down, I mean, because there's like no rocks out here to put anything down. It's a very rockless area. Alright, so we've got some anemones out here. I've got some algae out here in just a second. Alright, so there's some algae out there. Okay, cool. So let's slow this back down. And then I'm going to try and do a couple I've got one seagrass lure out here, so let's do that. All right, put that down there. And we're going to see what happens here. No power. Okay, so I got to get more power here. Let's do that. Build even more power out here. Because there's like so little power. Let's do that. Yeah, put more power out there. I have starving wildlife. I'm working on it. We're working on it. I'm getting more power out here. That's trouble I've got. I have no power. So we're doing our level best to get more power out here. And the pH is getting to be a little bit high. On top of that. There's so many things. Okay, so now I got to drop the pH down. Okay, so that's fine. Just such a precise balance we got out here. So another acid coral out here, which is going to take even more power. Can I put this anywhere? No, this also needs to be on a rock. Everything out here needs to be on a rock, and there's so little rock space out here. It's just so crowded in this little part of town. Okay. No worries. I think we're good. Does this need... What is that saying it needs? Status is unbalanced. The pH levels are slightly outside of the safe range. You can't restore structures. We're working on fixing that. We're working on making that better. We'll have it here in just a second. Just a little bit and we'll have it. Once we get this built. That'll drop this back down to 8.4. There. Everything's good there again. And then if I take a look here, I probably need one more algae coral out here. So let's do one more algae coral. So I'll put one more of those there. And then I can drop this other lure. Because if I try and do it otherwise, then it's not going to work. I've got to make sure I have the food before I lure in the other fish, because this anemone has nobody there. So, 93, but feels like 97. No matter what, that's very uncomfortable. That is no good. And my pH is like way back up again. Doggone it. How did it get back up there again? Or did it? Oh, that's a different area. That's a promontory peninsula. I'm like, how the heck did my pH get all the way back up there again? But it did not. That's not where I am. That's a different area. Okay, so there's that. And if we take a look, algae is good. They still want even more. Okay, I mean, I guess I can do even more there. I mean, I guess I could. So we'll do another one. Yeah, one more algae coral out here. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, and then I can lure more fish there. So I have my lure. Or do I? Did I... Oh, I don't. And how are these doing? That one is housing 10 wildlife. That one is housing no one. Okay, so that's where I need to craft another lure. So one more lure. And then I can get some fish over there. And how's everything looking here? And then did it make that? I think it did. Let me check. Do I have that? I do now have that now. So drop that there. It's also interesting how when you go from one zone to another, the music changes. Like the music in this zone is not the same as the music in the other zone. Which is kind of, that's really kind of a cool touch. Alright, so there. Everything there is good. So we got more clownfish there. All right, that's cool. And then, yeah, we got all this stuff here. Mystery cluster. Cluster of rocks with unknown contents can be reclaimed or release them. Oh, okay. Well, let's do that. I haven't done this entire time. Oh, shoot. There's all this stuff. All this stuff that I didn't do. That I didn't even look at. Oh, harvest, harvest, harvest. All that stuff. So reclaim, reclaim. I didn't even see any of that until now. Harvest. So much stuff there. Doggone it. All these things that are just here. Reclaim. Just those giant blobs of things. And then I can't move that because I don't know how to move that. Yeah, so I've got things I can't move because I don't know how to move them. And what is all this stuff that I got? So what did it give me? All this other stuff that I have now, that I'm now storing. What do we got there? Coral plates. Which I don't know what we do with those yet. So that's a thing that we got, but I don't know what we do with it. And then, yeah, that fish hollow, which I don't know what I can do with that yet. So, a lot of stuff that I don't know what I can do with it. A lot of stuff's like, okay, I've got things. Things can happen with them. Used for crafting. Oh, that's to craft a gray lure. Okay, there we go. So if I craft a gray lure, let's try that real quick. I just now saw that. Crafting. Gray lure. Let's try this. So gray lure. Modifier material for luring, which can be found in rocky zones. So let's try this. So one... Oh no, I don't want a modifier. So how do I take the modifier off? There we go. And let's try this. Gray lure attracts basic fish that like the rocky biome to the zone. They live in fish hollows. So there's the fish hollow that I just learned. Okay. Cool. So I might be able to take this and maybe it'll work better in the rocky zone, or maybe it works in both of them. I don't know. I'm going to try building two of them. We're going to see what happens here. So, Mini Mochi, how you doing? Great to see you. A very, very happy Tuesday to you. So, let's see. Let's try this real quick. A fish hollow. Let's drop one of those here. See if this is going to work here. Possibly. Perhaps. Because I have a lure. I think I just made one of those lures. So we're gonna try this, and we're just gonna see what happens here. All right, so there's that. And then if nothing else, I'm going to try one in the other area and see if it works there as well. I think it will, but I don't know. No power. Okay, so once again, no power. Oh, fine. Okay. No worries. Moon coral. Just so much power all in this area. All right. Another power. Another power. Okay. Just keep on cranking out even more and more power in here. Okay. So that'll take care of that. Now I can go here and drop a lure. Drop a gray lure there. Let's see what we're going to get. Who's going to show up here? What's it going to be? Who's going to show up? We're going to get a lot of biodiversity for that. That is cool. And lots of new fish are here. Here they come. Lots of biodiversity from that. Lots and lots. But we do need another little... unhoused wildlife. Unhoused wildlife will leave the reef if you don't build in the correct habitat. Who showed up? Oh, I need more fish hollows. Okay, so more showed up than I thought were going to show up. That's what I'm seeing here. So another fish hollow. Okay. Build another fish hollow. Got to make sure we keep everybody around. Okay, there were 12 showed up, and I wasn't ready for 12. I was only ready for 10. All right, everybody, just give me a second. Give me a second. We're going to have a place for everyone else to live. Just give me a second here. Just one more second. We're just getting a few more. Just getting a couple more pearls there. Just a couple. Okay, I think we got it. There. Now everyone should be happy. Other than the fact that I don't have enough water there. Or enough algae there. But what do we have here? Let's take a look in this habitat. What do we got? No, that's the moon coral. What do we got here? Let's take a look. So we got striped damselfish in there. Got a green chromis in there. We've got over here some reef chromis, some parrotfish, some striped damselfish, and some sleeper gobies. Cool. And they give us a whole bunch of biodiversity, so that way we can start doing more stuff down the road, which is also cool. Now all I gotta do is figure out how the heck I get a lot more power in a much easier route. That's kind of where we are. So, this has been fun. I've enjoyed this. I've had a lot of fun with this one. So, it's definitely a different thing than the things that we kind of do. But I mean, this is one I saw that Z1 had played this. Z1 Gaming and Orbital Potato had played this, and I loved stuff that both of them do. And it seemed like it was going to be a good fit for over here. So I was glad I tried it out. And again, thanks to Player Found for sending me a key to it. And again, definitely let me know what you guys thought of it. Leave me a comment. See what you definitely be interested in hearing hearing your takes on it, and we can keep going with it if people seem to be interested in it. Like I said, I've had a lot of fun with it. It's interesting kind of dealing with the balance of everything and trying to keep everything just kind of working right the entire time. Is it always feels like you're right on the edge of something breaking. So trying to get to the point where that's not the case is the big thing. So, but a fun time for sure. So yeah, coming up in about 45 minutes over on the Rusty Champaign channel on YouTube and here on Rusty Champaign on Twitch, we will be back with more Retro Rewind, where they've added 4 new levels and all kinds of new stuff. So we're going to be starting to charge up those 4 levels to see exactly what unlocks as we go along there. And then later on today at 2:15 p.m. on the Rusty Champaign channel as well, we will have more Supermarket Simulator getting back into there with the quest for more soda as we try to open up the one space where we can put up more fridges and stuff like that. So those are the big things that we have going on there. Hope to see you there. If this was all that we're going to see of you today, I hope you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. And for those that we'll be seeing later, I'll see you in about 45 minutes over on the other channel. That, however, is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're catching this one later, and if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, or if you are not yet a subscriber to Rusty Champaign 2, and if you've been having fun watching us attempt to build our own little reef system here, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. Would definitely mean a lot to me. That's for sure. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all this wonderful, beautiful, glorious life below silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.